And the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that one's complete to Gurley. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen and Stills bringing it in. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mike 319. I'm coming for you. Must.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He sets to fire deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gurley again here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll let it go deep for... And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, Murray, caught by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Murray with a 3rd and long, pushing through the contact. And the pressure gets to him again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I can't believe they even let you play.
A run for Nick Chubb. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
59. We ain't giving up nothing today. 56. Hey, Sue. Let him know. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. We got it.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Stills, complete. 30, past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kenny Stills, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Harvey, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Dancing to his left. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Chubb on the counter. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And here's Allen on 3rd down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sione Takitaki able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, they'll roll him out right. He completes it to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Here we go. 6 yards. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
To the air, Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sione Takitaki able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Gurley. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of a carry, big-time run, actually brings a high and a low to it. The high, of course, is the run. But the low, he didn't quite get to the end zone, just short of the pylon. What do you think he's doing in the huddle right now? Guaranteed he's lobbying for the football.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go one more.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a second.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's complete. Stills. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards that time. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Allen now on first down. And Stills over the middle. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kenny Stills with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. It's caught, tackled. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Joseph is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Now, Cam, give me something.
They run it again with Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. He gets it to Brown, complete. The pickup there, 5 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
To throw again on second down. Allen forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Coming to you.
Let's go. Go.
Number 53. Mike 53. I hope you brought your rush because I'm about to take you to school.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Check it in. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Go, go. Just run. Just run. They're running.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.